19 years ago, after my parents were married, they purchased Abbeville Farms in Charlotte County. Growing up, I spent a majority of my weekends and summers with my family working on our farm. Today, Abbeville Farms is one of my favorite places. Abbeville Farms, located in Charlotte County, is 100 miles southwest of Richmond, which makes for about a 2-hour drive. The county of Charlotte began as an extension of Lunenburg in 1764 and was named after King George III's wife, the Queen Charlotte of Mecklenburg. To this day, Charlotte County remains rural and is mostly surrounded by farmland. It is very undeveloped and isolated from urbanization. However, Charlotte was even more remote in the early 1900s. Naturally, this led to a unique and tightly knit culture between neighboring farms. During this time period, there was a widespread separation between cities and farms. Agricultural lifestyle was dominated by the hardships of farming, primarily economic issues with inflation and deflation of prices, and issues with credit. After a long day of work in the fields, farmers gathered to play instruments like the banjo and dance for entertainment, as depicted above. Approaching the 1920s, society expanded and started to gravitate towards cities and suburbs. People became increasingly more dependent upon farmers, who constituted a small portion of the population, to provide food for them. However, in small counties surrounding Richmond, like Charlotte County, agricultural production mainly consisted of tobacco. A German consul wrote a letter to the Charlotte County Commissioner in 1907 complimenting the fine quality of the tobacco he purchased. He said, "The county of Charlotte has always been preeminent for fine tobacco. Its fertile soil can produce as fine an article of shipping tobacco as can be grown anywhere. Southern Kentucky and Tennessee cannot equal in its fineness of texture, substance, and silkiness, and far surpassing it in flavor and delicate aroma." Moving into the late 19th century, new technology revolutionized the tobacco industry and the manufacturing of cigarettes and cigars. Large-scale processing factories increased in number around Virginia until Virginia, and notably Richmond, became the tobacco powerhouse for the entire country and even the world. Tobacco farmers in surrounding counties, like Charlotte County, sold their tobacco to merchants in Richmond, which was a major production site for many large and popular factories like Philip Morris and the Lucky Strikes, as depicted in this picture. Cigarettes, cigars, and other tobacco products were then exported from Tobacco Row, which is a street along the rail lines and the canal, which is used to house tobacco warehouses and production facilities in the early 20th century. In a book published about Charlotte County in 1904, a county official wrote, "All that is needed to make this county an agricultural paradise, to fill it with orchards, sheep walks and cattle farms, rolling fields of waving grain, and golden hills of tobacco, bring into cultivation these unturned, unfallowed acres, put into a county 1,000 families of honest, intelligent, respectable people, free from debt and used to agricultural pursuits, believing in our institutions and respecting our laws." Although we might have different farming techniques today, these ideals still remain true on my farm and throughout Charlotte County.
West Virginia, Mountain Mama.